Hey everyone. I'm hopping on here really, really quick. Hope everyone is enjoying their start to the new year. Oh my, really? No, this is not. Ignore that. I've been finger typing too fast. Okay, so I put my webpage up so that you can get in there and get a hold of it. I put the new newsletter out that you can look up on WordPress. Now, the thing about the WordPress article is about the Blu-rays. This morning I was getting inundated with a lot of information about codes and the work I do, working with frequencies, working with number codes. I sucked at math, yes. Oh my gosh! But when it comes to looking at certain codes, things that this really didn't start kicking in for me until after my second bout of illness over 20 something years ago. This came online. So when I look at frequencies and look at codes and how you can put them into water, you can put them into food, you can put them into the air, you can use them anywhere you need to use them. A lot of Blu-rays can do this. So if you were born between 1945, 1970, after World War II, a lot of the first wave of starlight, starseed beings that came in were Blu-rays. And that's not saying that everybody that came in was a Blu-ray. Those are the only ones who have evolved and came here from other systems to come and be an assistance on the planet at this time. Boy, did we have a hard task to settle into because it was all about getting things kind of ready, laid out, so that other star seeds could come and be here to kind of like test things out, to kind of see where you can be, the kind of what's needed, what's this, da da da. We were the ones that had to kind of go through the energy to see where everything is going to be starting to line up. So, in that process, there is this energy with Blu-rays that are about codes. We're the ones that go in and we undo that stuff. We are able to go into different timelines and undo things. So the reason why I say this is because you're probably sitting back saying to yourself, why are you so attracted to different frequencies? Why are you always doodling around with different numbers and codes? And why do you see certain things? This might be one of the reasons. You might need to do some research to find out if you are a Blu ray and the sensitivity that comes along with a Blu ray. So I have just been busy just writing out the information. And when I really was getting the info about Blu-rays and code writings and template writings, it's all because of the fact that we can hear a coded word and we can see the energy and the code in that word and break it down and then flip it and turn it into something else. Um, which is part of the work that I do. You know, I'm all about that. What's going on with the person? What are some of the words you're saying to yourself? What are some of the frequency things that need to change? What are some of the codes that we can put into certain kind of points on the body to get the body to release a trauma, to move out an emotion, those type of things that are going on with the body. So I was really just kind of listening to how spirit was having me move into this. Now, with 2024, the way this is already lining up, we're already shaking and a rattling. You know, I looked at the energy of what happened in Japan when it first came up when the earthquake hit, the 7.6. And I immediately immediately thought about the first one when it hit that one time, and it was I think it was 2011, the time when it hit and it had ruptured the nuclear plant thing. Around that time is the time that I was already preparing for Sundance, around in that timeline. And I just remember, whoa, and a lot of things that were taking place around 2012 might have been right after that, because I remember when we were setting up for for Sundance, the earthquake had hit, and it was so devastational. One of the Sun dancers was from Japan, who was dancing at the time. So I think it might have been a more devastational hit that was after 2011. But I just started having that feeling of, wow, is this a timeline that's trying to repeat itself again? And is this something that we're going to be seeing more of that energy of? And I'm like, not really. So the golden light that's been coming in, the light, how they're over here in California making it look like it's going to rain. And it's like, look, I was already out in the sun earlier and it was really intense. You have to really allow yourself to bond with it, because the amount of codes coming through the sun right now is intense. Not to mention a lot of the scientific things of the radiation and the active um, um, ionic plasmic light that's coming through. A lot of people are not going to be feeling too good with this. You're going to feel lost. Yeah, you're going to feel dizziness. You're going to feel, like you got to lay down. You're going to feel the headaches. You're going to feel eye disturbance stuff going on. All that stuff is going to be happening. A lot of people are talking about it. So, you know, hydrate. I like to do a lot of my greens. I'm having a very nourishing stew that I made yesterday that I really just feel really good with my body when I have that. And lots of water, and not to mention lots of electrolytes. Keeping up on your electrolytes for your body. So those are just some of the things I wanted to come on here and talk about really quick. Um, it was just kind of going into 2024. It was almost like we were already in it. I didn't feel like a huge shift, because we have already been shifting before we flipped into this so-called timeline that counts it as January starting off as the new year. But if you look at the Ethiopian and the galactic timelines, they don't start the new year on this January. It started more in summer, like June and July. Those are those new years starting. So me, technically, I just acknowledged more of the galactic, timelines, and moving with that, because that's what feels more aligned with me. All right, so today is White Wizard Galactic Signal today. And one of the things that was outlined in the Gene Key book was a path to peace. And the Siddha is peace, the gift is diplomacy, and then shadow conflict. So it's going to be kind of interesting to see. When I say Gene Key, I mean this book. You need to get this book, because if you have this book and you read number Gene Key 55, you're set to go. Because that information is just so strong. So I'm just hopping on here really quick to bring some info. I got the newsletter up. It's just really straight to the point, and nothing too long. And I'm working on just some other new code things that are coming in on clearing. So I've already put it together, already tested it on one person. see how she's doing with it. She's doing well with it. I have a couple more days of follow up that I want to do with her to see how she's doing further with these new clearing codes that I'm using. So I'm loving it. Yeah. Bye bye, Draconians. Bye bye, Reptilians, Anunnakis, Archons. You know, the bad ones. Not everybody's bad in those divisions. You know, some are working for the greater good. But the ones that are the majority bad ones. Anyway, be good to yourselves, nourish yourselves, listen to your body, and just work through what you need to be working through and state how you feel and be able to express that. Okay. Don't lock it all down to the point to where you can't function, but pay attention. Eat the foods that you know are going to help you with digestion. Now, I just found some beautiful dry papaya. I was like, yes, I'll take that. You know, I love papaya. And just kind of working with your body and eating comfortably, not overeating. Okay. Watch out for the sugar. All right. All right, lovelies. Be good to yourself. Much love. I'll talk to you later. And be so like and subscribe. Bye.